Hey there, welcome in, my name's Josh, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Riot, where I'm sharing what I'm doing to become a concept artist at Riot Games, and, well, life is crazy, dude. Like, it's one thing, why do I have headphones on? I'm not even listening to anything. It's nuts to, like, you know, have big goals and dreams, and then realize how long it takes to get there. And motivation can, like, wane, and you can have, like, you can get discouraged, and you know, I feel like that, like, I've done things, clearly, but, like, this week has been insane. So, first of all, E3 happened, and that was a huge distraction, and I am beyond excited for Pokemon. I think that Nintendo crushed it this year between Banjo-Kazooie, Animal Crossing, Breath of the Wild sequel, and Pokemon. Like, maybe it's just, like, my tastes, but like, everybody else was kind of meh. Like, honestly, everybody's hyped for Cyberpunk. I probably won't play Cyberpunk. But then again, I haven't played any of The Witcher either, so that's probably not a surprise. But it's like, man, so that was really distracting. And then right now, like, if you're in the Discord or, you know, follow me on Twitch, I haven't been very active because I'm not in between jobs, but I'm, like, in the process of trying to acquire a new job and, you know, updating your resume and applying to new places and, like, the whole process of, you know, life and life happening outside of goals that you want to have happen. Like, how do you still move forward with things that you want to do? And that kind of hit me this past week, and then last week a little bit too, with the whole character things and realizing I have a lot more to go than I might have initially thought. And, you know, it's been humbling, continue to be, but also it just made me, like, kind of relax a little bit, because it's like, man, it really is a marathon. It's not a sprint at all. And you know, the amount of time that you can put towards chasing your dreams, especially as you get older, is going to get less and less and less. So this was just one time on stream this week, this exercise, which I got from doing Proco. Again, I'll plug Proco, put it up on the screen. Thanks, Post Josh. And then also, you know, Drawbox as well. And basically what I did is that it's called, like, the bean or Robo bean. And what you're basically doing is you're simplifying gestures and references of other people down into basically your chest. So the upper part of the cube is your collarbone and your shoulder, and it goes down to your hips. And then the lower cube is, like, your hip, like, butt area down there. And when I very first started doing concept art and doing art and trying to learn, it kind of annoyed me when people were like, oh, you know, deconstruct things into their basic shapes. Because that felt really lame to me. I just wanted to draw anime girls. I just wanted to draw explosions. Like, why would I want to do that? And I'm just now, 2.5 years later, learning and seeing how cool that is, because I spent so much time doing cubes, right? Like, all I know how to do is cubes, and even then I struggle sometimes. So it's like, how do I take this knowledge of, like, rotating cubes? It seems so pointless and stupid. How can I take this knowledge of like cubes, which is really perspective, and apply it to the things that I actually want to do? And the answer is stuff like this. The answer is, you know, deconstructing, you know, look up any gesture pose, any gesture drawing, life drawing, whatever, any picture, any pose, any whatever, and try to simplify it into two cubes on top of each other. This one right here in the middle, I was actually kind of impressed with. You can actually see that it's twisted. You can see that it's tilted and turned. And you can tell that by how far this line here goes in, this one here in the middle. You know, if it were over here, now it's going to be twisted more, because this side right here represents your underside right here. So if you draw this line of the cube, this, you know, angle this side of the cube further in more, it's going to imply that you're twisting more. And it's like, I'm starting to see more and apply the things that I know from over here and start applying them to things that I don't know, like the human figure and anatomy. So this is still, a lot of them suck. A lot of them are hot garbage. Like this one especially, the person was, like, leaned over like this, and I was like, how the frick do you even do that? So a lot of them are rough. And then also, something else is that I'm so used to drawing, you know, things more dynamic, so you can always see 3 planes of the cube instead of just 2 or just 1. But if it's a straight on, you're only going to see the front plane, like, because if you go back in space, you know, this is what it is. You can't see any of this, right? It's still 3D, but, you know, this is the dotted ones that people talk about, right? So, like, it's still there, but you don't see that as much. So, because it just looks like this. Looks like that. So that was something, because I got too fancy in my head. I was like, wait, I have to see the other angle. Maybe it's, I tried doing this. I tried making it like as if we were on top of it, like this, you know. But that's not what the reference was. The reference was literally he was just standing straight, facing me, you know. But the camera was slightly above him, so these were curving in ever so slightly, but not by much. So, yeah. So I guess the takeaway from this week is this is a great exercise to fuse your perspective knowledge to more things that you want to be able to learn how to draw. And if you have the patience to go through, you know, all your cubes and your ellipses and your whatevers, you'll be able to start going through that. And Drawbox actually mentions this. You know, Drawbox has that stage. So I'll plug Proco again, and then I'll plug Drawbox again. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And then as like a life lesson / update that I'm learning that pair along with that is that make sure that you at least do something every week. I'd say do something every day, but when you have, the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, and ideally it'd be great to do it every day. I didn't do art every day this week. I did art like this kind of stuff like one day this week, and the rest of it was, you know, updating resumes, applying to jobs, doing things. Like I only streamed one day a week, you know, and that kind of sucks, but like, what are you gonna do? Unfortunately, that's not your life. That's not forever. This week, you know, I got a lot of that stuff done and updated. So now this week I'll be able to spend a little bit more time doing art. But you just gotta cut yourself some slack, I guess. And I say that a lot because I don't give myself any, and I end up beating myself up a lot. So, because I look at this and I was like, man, I wish I could have done so much more. Same with Japanese too. I didn't do hardly any Japanese because life happened. But if you can at least do something once a week, you'll be set. So again, this is a great exercise. Hopefully I'll have a new job here soon, so I can have an update for you guys there. It's not going to be Riot, clearly, but something better than being in the restaurant like I talked about in the game dev video here. So, you know, it's an exciting time. I'm kind of on pins and needles waiting to hear back from a couple things that I've applied to. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, cut yourself some slack if life happens. Just make sure that you do it at least once a week. Because they'll have times where you can practice more and times when you can practice less. So at least just always make sure that you're practicing at least a little bit, because you don't want your skills to go away. So, man, I'm thankful I was able to get this, but I'm really looking forward to be able to doing more this week. I'm going to be spamming the crap out of these. They're called Robo beans. That's what Proco calls them. So I'm going to be doing a lot of these, and then I might do some of the, Uncomfortables. That's his name, Drawbox. I'll be doing more Drawbox stuff going forward. So, really excited. Kind of a smaller update this week. Sorry. I don't know. Lessons learned. I mean, nothing really. It was more like, man, you gotta be in for the long haul, because if you, I guess I'll say this. View, it's in the fancy font. View art practice as like playing video games. You know, like when you're trying to improve, and I mentioned this in other videos, you know, when you're going outside your comfort zone sucks. It blows. You suck. You feel terrible. It's uncomfortable. You don't know what you're doing. You feel like a loser sometimes. And, you know, it just makes you just not want to do it, you know. But if you view it like, if you can say, and again, another cliche, if you can switch have to practice to get to practice, it just shifts your whole, you know, mentality about practice in the first place. Like, same with working out. Like, instead of like, I have to go work out, view it as a form of self-care. Like, I get to go work out and I'll be in a better mood. You know, I'll get the body that I want. You know, I'll meet the health goal that I'm wanting to reach. Like, so I'm in, like, part of this process, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to replace my more negative view of practicing and working out, doing things that that are hard, that stress me out, and switching to saying get to, and seeing that it's really not that's scary, and realizing that, you know, like, I feel like that I've been in a bad habit of like putting my happiness, I guess, off into the future. When I'm good at art, then I'll like doing it. Or like when I'll be buff, then I'll like working out. Or, you know, like when I get a new job, then I'll be, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you kind of just wait to feel something until you hit some check mark that you think will let you feel that way. And I've been learning how to be happy day to day. during the day. So even when I'm overwhelmed, it's like, you know what, it's okay, I'm doing job application stuff. This is still worth it. This is still good. I'm still gonna do this. It's not a waste of time. I'm not like, oh, I need to get back to do art. Like, this is still important, you know? So, you know, like when I view games like, oh yes, like I get to play video games, like I'm not stressed about Saturday, I have nothing to do, I have nothing planned. Really, I plan to play video games, but I don't say that I have anything planned because it's not work. So it's like if I can view art and working out in the same way that I don't plan for video games, I think I'll be in a good spot. And I think the transition on how to do that is if I can learn how to enjoy doing it, because it's not like pulling teeth. I do like art. I do like working out when I do it. I do like the satisfaction like you get afterwards. I do like seeing progress. But there's so much fear and like pain and stuff like mixed in that I'm trying to weed out. Because if I can weed that out, I think it'll be a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable, and I'll get a lot more done because of it. So, yeah, not a lot this week. Actually, I talked a lot. It's probably a bit of a longer video. But on the page, not a lot. A lot up here. So sorry for talking your ear off. So there's not as much development, but I will keep you guys posted with everything that's going on. Again, I'll be back here next week, and you can expect to see a lot more of this, a lot more Robo Beans, and, you know, studying the human figure and deconstructing it into cubes, because that's something I actually kind of know. So again, thanks for sticking along the journey. I hope this helped you, encouraged you, whatever. Thanks for watching and lending me the view time. Your support means the world. I'm monetized now, by the way. I think I made like $8 on YouTube yesterday. Not yesterday, that would be insane. Actually, that would still be nothing, but to me that would be insane. I made $8 on YouTube last month. So you guys made it possible for me to actually earn money on YouTube. Like, that's nuts to me. That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you for the $8 last month. That was incredible, just for watching. So thank you again. Your support means the world to me. I'm rambling, so I'm going to cut it. I got to practice art. I got stuff to do, and so do you. So I'm going to head out. Bye. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.